Yo, what's going on? My name is Gabe Henderson.
I'm Blake Cashman, and this is simulation mode. Alrighty.
We're gonna get going. So we'll start with the Pro Bowl rosters, 3-minute quarters.
Okay.
And we'll get going from there. But before we start, I gotta ask, man, what's your earliest memory of playing Madden as a kid?
I was probably playing on the computer.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, I used to play with my brother all the time though. We'd play for hours and it got to a point, on Saturday where my dad would come in and be like, all right, you guys gotta get off the game. Like, I need your help with something or go outside, shoot hoops. Cause we were glued to the screen, but my brother and I are really close. So we get competitive in the game. Like, I'm gonna get competitive with you, so.
You sound confident saying that.
Buckle up.
I mean, at this point in the game, right? Like, kickoff. When do the nerves, or when does the energy start to kick in for you? Like the goosebumps?
National anthem, I'd say. Just, you're thinking about the game the whole time, as you're leading up to kickoff. But I feel like once the ball is kicked off, like, you just locked in and you ain't even thinking about, the nerves anymore,
I mean, for a guy who grew up in the state of hockey, where did football come into play? Because ultimately you would think that hockey is the number one goal. Like, you're from Minnesota. I think it's well documented that you played at Eden Prairie High School, and then you played for the Gophers, went to the Texans, and now you're back playing for your hometown team. So where did football start when it comes to growing up in the state of hockey?
Honestly, I was playing football, throwing the ball around in the backyard, like the second I could walk. It's like, my dad's favorite sport, and he did it all growing up. Loves all sports. Say he's a sport junkie. He started, teaching me the game. I started watching it with him, on Sundays, and he's probably the biggest Viking fan. If the Vikings lose, I remember, my stepmom, she'd say, don't talk to your father, for a little while, let him calm down. It was like that. So, it was a way that, we bonded too, and it was fun for him, fun for my brother and I. But I definitely played hockey. I mean, don't get it wrong. I swear, if you're an athlete in Minnesota growing up, you played hockey at some point. Ooh, come on, give it to me.
Oh my gosh.
I had to kind of pick between two sports, and I knew football was always my number one love. I also love basketball, and so, basketball and hockey, same seasons. I played basketball damn near year round, so
sheesh.
I had to stick with that.
So you cold.
That was nice,
Okay.
I'm not gonna brag about myself, but I definitely can hold my own.
So you're gonna let the quarter, you gonna play it through the quarter? Oh my, you're that guy. Don't do it, don't do it.
Come on, man, you gotta control the, time possession, ball control, it wins the games.
You just took granted, we're playing 3-minute quarters.
Yep, that was a quality drive right there.
That's a professional drive, as they would call it. But wait till I get the ball, that's the thing. I'm an offensive guy, you're a defensive guy, so we're really about to test your defensive skill. Like, I let you get the ball first just so you can get some confidence.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Just understanding that we're playing Madden. Do you remember your first reaction when you saw yourself in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I remember my rookie year, when we got the PA sent us the game or whatever. I had to just get on and play with myself real quick, sub myself in. And it was like a surreal moment, right? Because you grew up playing this game, but I don't really spend too much time playing Madden. More of, as Drake says, first-person shooter mode, like the Call of Duty games. But
video games for me is a decompressor. For you, what does video games serve as? How does video games help you get your mind off of what you do for a living, which is play football?
It's the same way. I decompress, but I also like to play, because it gives me time to, still talk and hang out with, people I grew up with. Like this whole off season, I'd go work out in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I'd be playing Call of Duty with, guys I've been friends with since I was 5-6 years old. I don't get to see them all the time, but it's fun for us. It makes us feel like we're hanging out in my basement again, like we did in when we were in 5th grade, middle school.
All right, so check this out. I've been noticing your strategy. Like, you've blitzed me the past 3 times. Like, I feel like
twice.
Okay.
Twice.
I feel like that's who you are as a linebacker. You like to come downhill.
Definitely. I mean, every linebacker loves when they get their name called, and you can you can blitz. You know, playing here in Flo's defense is gonna be great. Like with just all the opportunity that every guy on the defense, you know, gets the green light to bring pressure and, you know, have different disguises, you know, give the offense a headache.
Give me that! Oh my gosh. Helmet to helmet.
Yeah, that might be a flag in real life.
Roughing. Hey, that's even worse.
That is worse. Are you kidding me? Come on, Q.
Hey man, like you can't hit the quarterback, bro. Like you gotta watch
Offensive players are too protected, and you know, it's crazy. Oh, that's not good.
Explosive plays. Speaking of explosive.
Hey, get him to the ground. Come on.
Look, 42 seconds left in the first half. A 2-minute drill right now. Interception coming right now.
Here we go.
I might crib this. He's
not fast enough.
Look, I'm gonna kick a field goal here.
Is this he bluffing?
Nah, you know, I know that I get the ball to start the second half. So
hey, you had some football IQ.
Look, I learned from the best. I'm gonna go.
I did not mean to do that.
I'm gonna go away from the questions for a little bit, and we're just gonna play. If you get it, you get it. This is my one gift to you.
No, onside kicks don't work.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Andrew DePaula, let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
could you?
That is hilarious. He cribbed it.
Andrew DePaula with the ball in his hand. That is the last thing I would expect.
Go talk to Hat. He cribbed it.
It's 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold back from the questions. I'm gonna let you lock in, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, you can just say the question again. I can multitask.
Now I was saying like the having the opportunity to play with the coach like Harrison, who's a player coach on the field, has been doing it, playing this game at the highest level for so long. Like, what excites you about that?
What excites me about playing with a guy that has done it? Oh, now I'm flustered, man. I'm about to lose this game. I need my old line to give me some time here.
This is probably one of my favorite interviews, just like hearing you open up a little bit, let fans get an opportunity to get to know you, and just the hometown connection. Went to Augustana, and just having, oh my gosh, having you here to be, I mean, Jonathan Grenard said he's leaning on you to take him to whatever your favorite restaurants are in the city. So
yeah,
to be back home, what does that mean?
You know, it's an experience that I don't think a lot of you know, guys in this league get to experience. You know, it's one thing to, you know, play in the NFL. It's another thing to do it in front of your hometown. And, you know, obviously want to play well and do right by this organization, my teammates, the fans, you know, make everyone proud. But just take advantage of, come on, get there. Woo!
Fred Warner.
Yeah, that's why he's one of the best. You know, that's just feeling the love from the city, being able to really get more involved with the community, and then just share this experience with, you know, my family and friends. It kind of brings me back to how great it was in college when I was able to have people at the games, or, you know, they're able to watch every game. Because, you know, when I was playing in New York or Houston, you know, a lot of people, my support system, they ain't always get to catch every game. So, you know, I'm just thrilled to just kind of be the hometown kid and, you know, make the most and take advantage of the situation while it's there.
I love it, man. Well, I know you're going to be, you know, I know it's a win being back home, even though I unfortunately had to give you this L. I'm going to stop it so we won't have to.
We'll get a rematch for sure.
For sure. But before we get out of here, I got some rapid fire questions for you. You ready?
Okay.
All right. First things first. If you weren't playing football, what other profession would you pursue in your hometown of Minnesota?
If I went back to when I was in 5th grade and just focused on hockey my whole life, I'd be a pro hockey player without question. Without question.
All right, next question. What's one thing about the state of Minnesota that you wish more people knew about?
I would say just how great overall the summers are. You know, it's obviously the highlight for everyone that lives here, but, you know, my favorite part about that time of the year is just the energy and the activity that's going around the city. You know, people are out and about doing things, and not a lot of people know anything about Minnesota. So for them to, if people were able to come here and visit and stay in the summer, I think they would really love it, because, you know, people that spend even a few days here, they all talk about how great the people are, but, you know, you put that together with, you know, an awesome place to vacation this summer.
Yep.
It's a win-win.
Being from North Carolina, Minnesota has one of the best states in the summertime in all of America. I will attest to that. 2 more questions for you. If you could bring back any former Vikings player from history to play alongside of you, who would it be?
Adrian Peterson. The reason why I say that is because growing up here in Minnesota, I played running back. I think in Eden Prairie, they had to change the rule because I was the only one to score a touchdown for my team, scored too many touchdowns. So they had to change a rule in the association where you can only get so many touches per game. But I loved watching Adrian Peterson play. I loved how he played the game. As a player, I always admire, and he's an all-time great, one of the best to ever do it.
Would agree with you on that. My last question for you, being from Minnesota, understanding the sports history and culture here, who was on your Minnesota sports Mount Rushmore?
Randy Moss, Kevin Garnett, Joe Mauer. I would put Adrian Peterson.
You got a bonus?
I got a bonus.
Okay.
So it's a spot reserved for Anthony Edwards. He's gonna be here for a long time. Love the way he plays the game.
He is highlight material every night. And I think this upcoming year, moving back to the game of football, you will be highlight material for this Minnesota Vikings team, man. I'm looking forward to having you on.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
My guy, Blake.